Welcome to SQL Research Project presented by myself Yogesh Moite. In this video, we will explore the fascinating world of SQL and learn how it can be used to analyze and extract insight from large data. Many of you, as an aspiring food entrepreneur looking to launch your startup, if yes, do you want to make informed decision on the location and a target market for your new venture? If so, my project Food Startup Analysis is here to help you. Here is the content of the project. The whole project it is divided into 7 different chapters. It will start from introduction and objective to roadmap of a project, data collection and cleaning, data analysis, query creation, data visualization, and conclusion. So we start our journey from introduction and objective of a project. In this chapter, we discover insights of food startup journey and define objective of our research project. According to Times of India, published on Jan 2, 2021, the pie chart shows the estimated consumer wallet share in 2021. So here clearly seen that major portion of an Indian consumer are expected to spend on the food industry, almost 35%. This highlights the immense potential for the growth and success in the food industry. Make it an attractive market for any new startup. So, so for any new startup, the basic problem is to find the best location and target market. But for this problem, there is a one simple solution is to determine the best product, place and the pricing for that particular product, and based on these three factors we easily take a decision for creating a new food startup. By moving forward, it is important to look the competitors in the food industry. So our industry we have three different competitors. One, it is a online delivery business, second restaurant business, and third number it is street food startup. By seeing all this, we decide our objective as to analyze and identify the opportunities for a new food startup in the Bangalore food industry. Let's dive in and see what we can uncover. The chapter number 2, roadmap of the project. Let's talk about roadmap of our project. In order to achieve our objective, we followed a step-by-step process to ensure accurate and reliable result. Here, all the project is divided into 7 chapters, 7 steps. On the first step, we just uncover the food startup industry, its necessity, its challenges, solution for new food startup, and defined our objective also. In the next chapter, for the data collection, we collected we collected the necessity data from the sources related to Bangalore food industry. Then in the data cleaning, here we we, we clean and pre-process the data to make it usable for further analysis. After after chap after after that we conducted throughout data analysis to extract insights and identify most promising location for a new food startup in Bangalore. We defined a specific business question related to restaurant competition, rating, cost, popular cuisines, and many more. This business question we can create it in the chapter number 4 in the data analysis. So In chapter number 5, for query creation, we created a query for that specific questions. Further, further move to the chapter number 6, which is a data visualization. Here we use data visualization technique to present our findings in easily and understandable format. This helps us to communicate our insights and recommendation to the business owner very effectively. And at the last, I concluded all the findings of our project. So moving forward to chapter number 3, collection and cleaning. So using the website kaggle.com, I downloaded two different data sets. First number data set, it is of Swiggy restaurant data sets, consist of different menu items, prices of that item, cost of that items, then cuisines of a restaurants across the Bangalore city. Another data set of a average monthly order of a cuisine of a restaurants across the Bangalore city in India. So this is the different columns in the Bangalore data sets, and this is the 7 different columns are present in the monthly order data set. So moving forward, I will show you all the things in the MySQL. So here I created one database as a name as a Swiggy. Then by using use command, I create this database as a default database. Then using a create command, I created one table, and in the table Bangalore, we have a 14 different columns. For each 14 different columns, I using the data set, I choose the appropriate data type for each column. Same as Bangalore table, I also created one another table which is a monthly underscore order, that this table having 7 different columns, and according to the data in these 7 different columns, I choose a appropriate data type. For moving forward, I will show you a CSV file or a data sets of a Swiggy Bangalore city. So this is the first number data set of a Bangalore. So here this is the 14 different columns. So by seeing this data set, I encounter 3 different points. First number, which is a comma. So in the address column, here it is the address, it is written by using commas. Second number, in the cost column, here it is the A symbol, it is presented, it is nothing but a rupee symbol. And third number, in the rating column, the 3 here, this is a double dash, it is created. Why it is created? Why? Because any of the item, if any customer cannot give the rating for this particular item, then here it will create it as a double dash. So by seeing this 3 order, I go to solve the first error related to comma. So comma always create a problem while importing the data from CSV to MySQL. So first what I did, I replace all the commas with a underscore by using a find function, find and replace function. See over here, by using replace, I put it find what, a comma, and replace with a underscore. Okay, using this find and replace, I remove all the commas in the data set. So I will show you a clean data set. See, in that way, here it is, the commas are replaced with the underscore. Then this, see, here all the commas remove and replace with a space and underscore. So this is my first activity. Then after, I import the data from CSV to MySQL using this command. I run in the CMD, and the all data in the CSV format, it is now converted into the imported into the MySQL. I will show you by running this query. This is the Bangalore ta table or Bangalore datasets. So see all the data, it is imported. Here it is also, the address column, it is come perfectly. Then I will show you a monthly order also. So here it is monthly order dataset. It is also imported correctly. But for moving forward, okay, these are the two different commands I use while importing the data set. Due to the data, always data set, it is not imported correctly in the MySQL. So we have to always delete the whole table and drop the table. By using these two commands, I remove all the data as well as table, and once again created a table and imported the data from CSV file. So at last, I successfully imported the data from CSV to MySQL. After that, as I said before, in the rating column, here it is, we have a double dash. At some places we have a double dash. Okay, so for that we required to replace it. So for the rating, double dash, it is created for when the any customer cannot give the rating for any item. So we decided to replace this double dash with a zero value. So using this query, I replace all the double dash in the rating column to 0. Next, in the cost column, here the rupee symbol, it is present before the cost of number of a cost. So here also we have to replace this rupee symbol by space. So using this query, I replace all the rupee symbol with the space. We go to the presentation. Same, this is the same query which I written in the MySQL. So we move forward to chapter number 4, data analysis. As we discussed earlier, any new startup, it is having a problem to find the best location and a target market, right? And for this problem, having the best possible solution to determine the first, the best place, best product, and best price for that product. So these are the three basic criteria. So taking to these three criteria for creating the business question. So here, this is the three these are the three different business questions related to a place. So by finding the results of this three question, we can easily find the best possible location for new food startup in the Bangalore. Second, these are the two different questions related to product. By using these two question, if we find the results, if we get the result of these two questions, we can easily conclude and find out the best possible cuisine. Likewise, using these two question, we can find out the best price for that cuisines. So moving forward, we in the previous chapter we created 7 different business question. So moving forward to the chapter number 5, we take this business question and created a business query. Created a query to each business question. To see this query, I will move in a MySQL. If we see the first question, it is what is the competition in each city for a new food startup? So for finding the competition in each city, we uses the group by as well as order by command, and using the group by and order by, I also use the count function. So I run this query. By running this query, I get this results. So here it is, the city is Bangalore. Sub city, we have almost 6 sub cities, and each sub city having, we get a number of a restaurant in each city. Okay, so in that way we get the result for each query. So all the seven question, I writed all the queries for each question. So in the queries, we I uses group by, average function, then count function, maximum function over here, then here it is the floor function I also use, then always order by, descending, count function, and many things. So all the queries I write for each business question. So we move forward to chapter number 6, data visualization. As we see in the MySQL, like this is a chapter, this is a question number 2. What is the average restaurant rating and a cost of each subsidy? And I write this for this question, this query I run by first I run this query. So here the result we get for the each subsidy, we get the average rating as well as average cost. But here the data, it is come in a tabular form. By seeing this tabular form results or a data, we cannot predict it, or we cannot decide some conclusion. Okay, so it required some visualization technique, and using this visualization technique, we can easily convert this data into a readable format. We will see the different visualization techniques, and using this technique, we convert all the tabular form into a readable form. Like this is the first number question. It is what is the competition in each subsidy for a new food startup. So here the x axis, it is having all the subsidies, and y-axis having number of restaurants. So here it is clearly find out the Koramangalam subcity having a highest number of restaurant, and in Yeshwantapura having a lowest number of restaurant. So by clearly seeing that the last 4 subcities like a JP Nagar, Gedahali, Mahadevpura, and Yeshwantapur, these 4 cities, subcities having very less number of restaurants compared to Koramangalam and HSR. So by seeing this, it is advantageous to start any new food startup in the for this last 4 subcities due to the low competition, by seeing the low competitions, right? So we moving forward to second number question. What is the average restaurant rating and cost of each subsidy? So yellow bar represent the average rating of a restaurant, and red bar represent the average cost of a restaurant. So by seeing this result, it is clearly see this in the Yeshwantapur, the average cost as well as average rating of a restaurant is very less, and in the JP Nagar here, the average cost as well as average rating, it is higher than other subsidies. So based on this, it can infer that starting a high cost restaurant in a JP Nagar and low cost restaurant in a Yeshwantapur might be the viable option. So third number question, which is this: which sub-city have a highest number of highly rated restaurant and what are their ratings? So here there are two different criteria. First number it is highest number of a highly rated restaurant. Second number it is and their ratings. So the ratings is almost similar for all the subcities, but the differentiable point it is highest number of a highly rated restaurant. By seeing the results, the Yashwantapur having a very less or lowest number of a highly rated restaurant, and in the Koramangalam having very highest number of a highly rated restaurant. So competition it is more in the Koramangalam than Yashwantapur. If we see the last four subcities like Mahadevpura, JP Nagar, Gedahali, and Yashwantapura, here it is lowest, less number of highly rated restaurants. So, by seeing the results of first question, see here also the four subcities, that's four subcities having less number of a restaurant, right? And here the less number of a highly rated restaurants. So here in these four cities having a less competition compared to Koramangala and HSR, as well as in the JP Nagar it having a highest cost, average cost, and highest average rating, and in the Yashwantapura it having a lowest cost as well as lowest average rating of a restaurant. So seeing all the three question result, we clearly define we for moving forward we choose these four subcities like JP Nagar, Mahadevpura, Gedahali, and Yashwantapura for next analysis. Why? Because these four subcities having a less number of a competition. So fourth number question, it is related to product or finding the best possible product or a cuisine. So what are the top demanded cuisines in the JP Nagar, Gedahali, Mahadevpura and Yashwantapura sub-cities based on average monthly order? So here it is the base criteria is average monthly order, and here one additional criteria, we decided to take only first five or top five highly demanded cuisine in each subcity. So by explaining one of the graph here, take an example of a JP Nagar. So in the JP Nagar, we decided to take first five or top five cuisine which is highly in a demanded in the JP Nagar, which are biryani snacks, North Indian ice cream, Punjabi snacks, Pan Asian Japanese cuisine, and Italian pizza. So these are the five cuisines we found out based on average monthly order. See, the each snacks having average monthly order over here. Then fifth number question, what is the number of a restaurant offer top demanded cuisine in same JP Nagar, Gedahali, Mahadevpura and Yashwantapur sub-cities in the Bangalore? So, here to solve this question, we first decided as we first previous in a fourth number question we decided top five cuisines which is highly demanded in the city. So so these five cuisines are taken as a forwarded in this same question and found out the number of a restaurant offer these top demanded cuisine in subset. So explaining one of the graph in this, I explained related to JP Nagar data. So here it is clearly seen that the Pan-Asian Japanese cuisine it is highest number of restaurant offer this particular cuisine in the subcity, which is 187 number of a restaurant offer this pan Asian Japanese cuisine, and the lowest it is 46, which is Punjabi snack. So in the Nagar, the lowest number of or 46 number of restaurants only offer this top demanded cuisine. So fourth and fifth number question, the results, by seeing the fourth number question result and fifth number question result, we can easily concluded the what is the cuisine we have to decide it for our new business startup. But by moving forward, I show you some results in the conclusion, where seeing this result we can easily found or we easily choose the cuisines, a single cuisine between these five cuisine in each city. So 6 number and 7 number question, it is related to the cost of a product. So 6 number question is, what is the average cost of eating at a restaurant in each subcity? So seeing this result here, it is clearly seeing that in the JP Nagar, the average cost of a restaurant, it is 368, and Yeshwantapura at having 284 average cost of eating in the restaurant. And at last, what is the average cost of particular cuisines in each subcity? So the subcities are the 4 subcities and 5 cuisine we taken, and for the each cuisine we found out the average cost of each cuisines in the subcity. So here it is the same data. So before concluded, I the I I summarize all the data in the conclusion, and by seeing this summarized data, we can easily choose the best possible cuisine as well as the best price for that cuisine. So wait for a while for choosing the best cuisine as well as the cost of a cuisine. Moving forward to chapter number 7, which is a conclusion. After seeing this, throughout the analysis of a Bangalore food industry, we have identified the most promising subcities for a new food startup. Based on our analysis, the preferred subcities are KP Nagar, K Dahali, Mahadevpura, and Yeshwantapur. Furthermore, I conclude opening a high cost restaurant in a JP Nagar and low cost restaurant in a Yeshwantapur to cater the appropriate price preference of the respective subsidies. By doing so, the new food startup capitalize on the untapped potential of these subsidies while minimizing the competition. So this is the summarized chart for the JP Nagar to predict the cuisine and a cost of a new startup in a JP Nagar. So these are the 5 different cuisine, top demanded cuisine, which is a biryani, snack, North India, ice cream, Punjabi snack, Pan Asia, Japanese cuisine, and Italian cuisine. So we have a three different criteria for monthly order, number of restaurant who offer these cuisines, and the average cost of the cuisines. So by seeing these three criterias, if we consider a monthly order criteria, then if any cuisine having highest number of a monthly order, then it is a preferred one. Then second number criteria is for the number of restaurant. The number of restaurant who offer the cuisines in the subcity or in the JP Nagar subcity. So w- the the cuisine which offer the lowest number of restaurant lowest number of restaurant, which is the best possible option. Why? Because if any cuisine it is offered the lowest number of restaurant, then but for this particular cuisine we have a less competition. So for the number of a restaurant, we take a lowest number of a restaurant as a preferred one. Then for the average cost criteria, we just seeing in the 6 number question where we found out the average cost of the eating cost in the restaurant for each subcity. So there the the average cost of a restaurant for the JP Nagar, which is a 368, so it is nearly equal to 400. So by seeing or by considering the criteria of each, the monthly order required high, number of restaurant required low, and average cost required nearly equal to 400. So by fulfill each criteria by Punjabi snacks. See, in the biryani snacks, high monthly order it is highest, no doubt. And Punjabi it having a uh it having 151562. It is lesser than biryani snacks. Also the number of restaurant is 47 and 46. It is nearly equal, right? But if we see the cost of a biryani snacks, it is 206, and for the Punjabi snacks it is 400. So JP Nagar it is what we concluded to high cost restaurant it is preferred in the JP Nagar. So by seeing the cost of a biryani snacks cuisine as well as a Punjabi snacks cuisine, we prefer to choose the Punjabi snacks as a best possible cuisine in the JP Nagar uh, in the JP Nagar. So for move to the Yeshwantapur option. To finding the best cuisine and a for for a new startup in the Yeshwantapura. Same as the previously we discusses the same criteria. High monthly order, lowest number of a restaurant, and the average cost of a Yeshwantapura we see it is nearly around 268 something. So we take average cost nearly equal to 200 or 250. So by seeing the all the by fulfilling the all the criteria, the burger, pizza, American, Mexican, and biryani and Andhra, it fulfilling the all the criteria. But if we see the burger pizza, it is clearly dominating in the monthly order criteria. Then the biryani Andhra having a lowest number of restaurants among others. And for if we see the average cost of burger pizza it is almost 200, American Mexican it is 150, and biryani Andhra it is 300. So it is bit higher, right? But for the Yeshwantpura we require the lowest cost restaurant. We choose or we concluded in the Yeshwantpura best viable option it is lowest cost restaurant. So the competition it is in between burger pizza and American Mexican. So the average cost of each cuisines it is almost similar 200 and 150. Okay, for the number of restaurant offer this cuisine, the American Mexican having 62 and burger pizza having 72. So it here it is American Mexican it is winning. But if we see the monthly order for the burger pizza and American Mexican, then here the burger pizza is clearly dominating. So we decided to go for burger pizza. It is the best possible option for the Yeshwantapur. So the thank you for taking the time to view our presentation. I hope you found it informative and valuable. If you have any question or would you like to learn more about our research project, please feel free to contact us on email. I would like to express my gratitude to all the individual and organization who have contributed to the success of this project. Without their support, this would not have been possible. Once again, thank you for your time and attention. I have you a great